Hey, it's Joe, and this is my next project.
Concrete is guaranteed to do two things. It's going to get hard and it's going to crack. Sometimes it cracks too much. That's what happened to a driveway we poured. It cracked, we had to pull it up, pour it again, and I had them go dump the remnants in my front yard. There it is laying there. I rented a jackhammer and I cut it all into about 2-foot long pieces, and I made a flower bed out of it. The secret to this, in my opinion, is getting the bottom row really, really level. And when you're happy with that, you can go up from there. Lean it back a little bit every level that you go up. That's what I did till we used up all the concrete. I had a weed mat behind this. It kind of keeps the dirt from coming out between the concrete and keeps some of the weeds from growing. That's in front of my shop. I live in an old school. This school was built back in the 1930s, and my shop is the gymnasium part. And this is kind of a transition between the gym and the school. This school burned down in the early 90s, and all that was left was 110 feet of the front bricks, 16 feet tall, and this gymnasium, which I use for the shop. And I built a little house up in there, and there's a patio going to connect them, and you'll see that come along. The windows burnt out of this. There's rebar I put in the windows to grow Carolina jasmine up, and you can see the framing for the patio. Has little ramps that go up the sides onto the next level, and then some stairs go up to the patio. I had topsoil brought in, and we planted some flowers in there. I think we had roses and some evergreens and some agapanthus, whatever that is. Gardenias in the back. I love the smell of the gardenias. This tree that just happened to be there grew up. It's nice and big and provides a lot of shade, especially it shades the patio in the morning and shades down in front of my shop in the afternoon. There's the plantings. This recycled concrete worked really good. It was a cool project. I really enjoyed doing it. And there it is. You can see it from the street. Now this old school, it burned. The sidewalks were gone out front. It was abandoned and graffiti covered. You can still see some of the graffiti in the back there. And it had 4 classrooms. And I built this front door just to keep people out. It sat abandoned for so many years, just kids made a regular stop out of it. And there's the patio. I got the patio covered. As always, there's always a project going on around here. I tell you what, I couldn't pull my truck around there in this patio, but somehow they managed to finagle that concrete truck in there. This patio is about 40 by 40. And I got the idea when I was sitting under the gas pump one hot summer day, gassing up my truck, and I said, I want a patio just like this. And that's where it came from. There's my flowers. Look, I raised those. I get them at Hobby Lobby in the winter. They're cheaper in the winter. I guess plastic goes on sale. And you can see the Carolina jasmine is growing up through the windows. Now, like I said, this school was built in the early 30s, and there's a picture of it in the early 30s with the principal out front, waiting to welcome the children. And here it is now. In the spring, These mimosas just cover the entire front of the school, and it's, like I said, it was 16 feet high and 110 feet long. You can barely see the door, and boy, it really smells good when you drive by, when you walk underneath it. Has a historical marker out front. So, I live in a burned school. Life's too short to be normal. And then there's my shop. And here's a little shot of the jasmine that covered it up. See, the cat walks around on the roof. There it is, home sweet home. Off to the next project.
I hope you enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed making it. If you did, tell your friends and subscribe. It's important.